So boxing pound for pound number one, Terence Bud Crawford, gave his reaction to Bakhram completely smashing Tszyu, where he said, quote, "Tim better change up the game plan and start moving his head coming in. Told y'all, too strong for Tim. It's over for Tim. His legs gone. Laugh out loud. Giving Tim time is crazy. Stop the fight." Tim thought he had an easy one, took this dude lightly, and was worried about other fighters. This is why you can't listen to these fans. They don't know boxing at all. Just because you never heard of a fighter doesn't mean he's a bum. Not everyone is high on Bakhram. Y'all need to stop downing fighters just because y'all don't pay attention to them. End of the quote. Well, at the end of the day, that's just a cover-up. You know, they hated on Bud moving up in weight to fight Madrimov, right? They said, oh, he only has 10 fights, even though Madrimov, just like Bivol and Beterbiev, and just like Lomachenko, he had a deep amateur background where he was successful, right? Well, I don't see them same people hating on David Benavidez for fighting David Morrell, even though he's not moving up in weight to fight David Morrell, who doesn't have experience, just like Madrimov. However, everyone is highly anticipating that matchup, which is my point exactly. They just love to hate on Crawford. Now, do you guys know that Madrimov had supposedly already beat Bakhram twice in the amateurs? And I'm talking about badly. Madrimov also already knocked out Fundora in sparring. So a lot of the people at 154, a lot of the top fighters and champions, Madrimov already beat. However, they hated on Bud for fighting this champion, this young killer, Madrimov, moving up to 154 pounds. They said he was cherry picking, even though everyone ducked Bud, including Canelo. After Bud beat Madrimov, though, that's when everyone was highly impressed that Madrimov managed to survive Bud. Well, come to find out, rumors have it Madrimov already knocked out Bakhram in the amateurs, and he knocked out Fundora in sparring. Two champions today at 154 pounds. Nevertheless, like Bud said, Tszyu, all he was talking about leading up to this fight was Bud, Errol Spence, and then, of course, Canelo. He was talking about even moving up to 168 to fight Canelo. Well, he got a wake-up call. That's why Bud says you never overlook your opponent. Bakhram came in there and just completely smashed Tszyu, along with whatever dream he had, whatever plans he had. That was brutal, man. That was brutal to watch. I don't even know how to describe the fight other than Tszyu got smashed, which will give Bud the opportunity to unify if Canelo Alvarez ducks him once again, which that's what it's looking like for now. Turkey just came out complaining about the top tier fighters ducking the best. And of course, he just sent Canelo Alvarez his biggest payday of his career to fight Crawford. We will see where that goes. Perhaps Canelo is going to end up with another cherry pick while Bud ends up fighting another killer that's a champion. We just saw what Bakhram did to his opponent. We got killers at 154. However, the number one killer in the sport is still Bud. He's pound for pound number one, and he's also the pound for pound number one finisher in the sport with the best killer instinct. At 37 years old, Bud is still out here challenging himself, even though he already beat his rivals in the fight of the decade too, against Errol Spence, and he knocked out Sean Porter, etc., etc., etc. However, even then, Bud is challenging himself, fighting champions that are killers one after another. Meanwhile, Canelo, at 33-34, is still out here cherry picking while losing to cherries, aka Bivol fight. Ducking Benavidez at that time, he ran to Bivol without knowing Bivol was a monster himself. With the opinions out of the door and the facts laid out on the table, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. subscribe below, and to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.